Finishing a new song and releasing it into the world can be one of the most fulfilling feelings as an artist because it's really what we want with our art at the end of the day, right? We want people to be able to hear it and stream it and give us feedback, and we want people to be affected by our music, and that really only happens when we get it out into the world. And we live in an age where it's a really, really small barrier of entry. You can easily get your music on Spotify or on iTunes, but I think that there are a lot of really small steps that people commonly overlook or just don't know about when they release their music. So in the video today, I want to go over a step-by-step process of everything that you should do when you're releasing a new song. We're going to be looking at a release that I actually just put out today called Ruin My Life. So I'm going to show you everything that I actually did as an artist to get that song ready to go out into the world and give it a possibility to be heard by, maybe thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions of people. We'll kind of see. If you want to see how the song does, I can update you on our social media. Make sure you follow us at Make Pop Music, or you follow me at AustinHole23 if you want to see how the song actually performs after we implement all of this. But I want to go through step by step and show you everything that you might want to consider, because you may be leaving money and fans and potential on the table. Before we dive in and I show you every step that you should consider, my name's Austin, you're watching Make Pop Music. We have weekly tutorials on music and music production, so if you like this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support us, you can head over to makepopmusic.com. We have sample packs, preset packs, MIDI packs, production courses, and free content like this checklist and a bunch of other really, really cool stuff. Again, that's just makepopmusic.com. We do not sell a course on promoting or marketing or being an artist or anything like that, so all of the content that you're going to hear in today's video is completely free. This is not like a lead to any course or anything that we have. I just want to give you an actual look at what it's like to release a song as an artist. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. This is a checklist that you can download. It's basically everything that you should consider if you're an independent artist to release your music. So the first thing that we need to consider is have your essential files ready to release before you start making any dates or plans or promotion or anything like that. So for the essential files, you're going to want to make sure that you have your master, and that can either be 44.1 kilohertz in 16-bit or 24-bit, just depending on whoever your distributor is. Make sure that you get this from your mastering engineer. You should have those. And then you're going to need your album art. You'll want either a JPEG or a PNG that's at least 1500 by 1500. And then you'll need a press release, basically just a couple short paragraphs about who you are as an artist, what this song means to you, basically anything cool about the song that people could use in any kind of blogs or articles or write-ups, and just have all of that ready to go. You'll see here that I have my press release in a doc, but other than that, we have some artwork here. So I made this myself. My wife took this picture. I did all of the edits. You can see that, I just have a little necklace that spells out the name of the song, and then we have my master right here. So we're going to use that in just a second. Once you have all of those files, that's when you can do the most important part of your releasing your song, and that's just uploading it to your distributor. So there's a bunch of different distributors you can use. I've used all of these at any point in time. I've used Lander for this release that we're going to go over. I normally have used TuneCore in the past, but I've kind of strayed away recently, and I've used DistroKid on other projects as well. One thing that I will say is I recommend uploading to your distributor at least 3 to 4 weeks before your release date. And the reason you want to be so ahead of the game is because the longer that you do it ahead of time, the better chance you have to get on Spotify playlists, the better chance you have to promote your record, and the more time you can spend making some of the other content that we're going to talk about in just a little while, rather than actually finishing the song and getting it out into the world. So to upload this, it's really easy. You just go to your distributor's website. I did Lander, and I'm going to have a little screen cap that we'll kind of go over as I talk. So basically, all you have to do is hit new release, and then once you hit new release, you can pop in that album art, you can pop in your title. This one I have a featured artist. It's my good friend Riley, who we've used on the channel a bunch. So I just put in all of our information, and then once you have all of that, you can set your release date, you can set your countries, you can set your stores, and all of these distributors will have a very, very, very similar process. Some will allow you to put lyrics, some will allow you to, market to TikTok. Some will give you the option to just do some of these extra little things. Lander gives you a bunch of options. You can upload in Atmos. You can do mastered for iTunes releases. There's a bunch of really, really cool things about Lander. That's why I used it for this one. And then once you finish that, whatever distributor you use will review it, and then we can see my schedule right here. So if I hit manage, it'll just pull up all of my info. And the reason that you want to do this first is because this will basically solidify the release, and it will give you other things that you're going to need in the future for your registration, which is one of the next things we'll move on to. But before we get that, let's say that you have all of your files. Let's say that you've uploaded to your distributor. Then you can get all of your visuals and your graphics ready. So promo photos, banners, promotional graphics, anything like that. Just have a folder of all of your visual materials before, the week or two before you start promoting. Once you get all of that, you can have some kind of YouTube visualizer. I made this one myself since the song is very Y2K inspired. I just did an old kind of like Windows 2000 computer with that classic visualizer and some lyrics. So it was really, really easy. You can go as crazy or as simple as you want with this. I've done full-on animated lyric videos. I've done music videos that cost thousands of dollars. And then I've also just put the album art up and put it on YouTube. It doesn't really matter. I just think that you want to get the song out on as many platforms as possible. So if you can have some kind of content, I always think that that helps a little bit. So once you do that, oh, by the way, if you're looking for a company that can make lyric videos, there is one that I've used before called Lyric Vids. No affiliation with them, not sponsored or anything, but they do incredible work. So you can see that any links that are blue in this kind of template that I'm going to give you are clickable. So you can go to those, you can hire them, you can use them. None of these are affiliate links. If they are affiliate links in the future, they'll have an asterisk by them. But right now, none are affiliates. Once you've done that, then this is the part that I think most people actually skip. This is registering your song. So you're going to want to register it with your PRO. So that's your performing rights organization. That's going to be BMI, ASCAP, CSAC. And I have BMI. So all I would need to do is go to bmi.com, log in. If you've never done it before, you can create an account. BMI is free. I think ASCAP is like $75, and I'm not sure about CSAC. And then once you've registered, you can go to your Works registration, and then all you have to do is put in a lot of that similar info that you did to your distribution company. So song title, artist name, featured artist name, length. This is why you're going to want to kind of upload it to your distributor first, is because you will probably need your IRSC or UPC codes for all of these registrations we're going to talk about. You can go over to your distributors and find that IRSC or UPC code, copy that over to your PRO or to any of the other registrations that we're going to go over. And then once you've done this, this will basically collect some of your royalties. This will collect performance royalties. This will collect if the song plays on like a TV show or something like that. This is something that I feel like a lot of people don't do with their releases, whether you're a producer, a writer, or the actual artist. Go register your songs if you have the rights to that song. So I use BMI. You could use any of the other ones. Once you've done that, you're going to want to register it with a publishing admin. So this is a different company that handles a separate sector of publishing. So typically, all of the back end of songs, all of your royalties are going to get divided into your PRO, your publishing admin, and then you're going to have something like SoundScan that we'll talk about in a second. For publishing, I actually use TuneCore Publishing just because I used to use TuneCore as an artist. So I've kind of strayed away from this recently, but all you have to do is you can hit Manage Compositions. You can add a new composition, and you're going to put a lot of that same info that you have before. So you're going to link it with your BMI account. You're going to put any co-writers. You're going to put your percentage of royalties that you're allowed to keep. You're going to put in all that information, and then they are also going to give you quarterly payouts through your publishing administration. So you'll get quarterly payouts from BMI. You'll get quarterly payouts from TuneCore. And if you don't register these, you could be leaving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on the table, because if this money goes unclaimed, it's just unclaimed. It's not going to funnel into the artist's, royalties. So typically, most of my royalties will come from my distributor. So like Lander will pay me out based on, just general streaming numbers, general sales numbers, because that is the person that actually keeps track of like my actual sales and streams. But TuneCore and BMI are also going to have some kind of payout if the song starts doing really, really well. So if you don't register those, you leave that money on the table, you're never going to get it back. Once you've done those, you can kind of be a little bit extra and you can register with SoundScan. So SoundScan is basically who will tell you how many copies that you've sold. So if you ever want to go gold or platinum or diamond or anything like that, you have to register. It used to be called SoundScan. They've changed the name to Luminate, but this is basically who's going to keep track of the actual numbers of what you sell. So once you have your IRSC and you have your UPC code, you can also buy those from irsccode.com. However, if you use a distributor, you'll have those automatically. Then you just register your single like everything else. So we've had, the overlay videos this entire time. You can see it's a lot of the same thing. Artist name, song name, length, IRSC code, UPC code, co-writers, genre, all that kind of shit. You put it in there, it's going to pay you out quarterly. SoundScan doesn't really pay you out, they'll more so just keep track of any kind of metrics that you have, but it's good to register just in case your song ends up going absolutely insane and it becomes a gold record. You can actually get certified rather than not having it registered and then you never know. So once you've registered your songs with all of those different organizations, I suggest uploading it to other platforms as well. So I always do SoundCloud, YouTube, and then you can do Bandcamp. Bandcamp's really, really good if you want to actually sell physical copies of your record. SoundCloud is good just for playlisting and getting the song out there. And YouTube is also good for just kind of outreach. The pay on YouTube and SoundCloud suck ass, but I always view releasing music as There are platforms that are going to get your name out there, so Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, and then there are platforms that are going to pay you much better, but it's really, really hard to kind of build your fan base rather than just having people that follow you already. And those are going to be like Apple Music, Bandcamp, Tidal, the ones that pay out a little bit more, but you have much less of a chance of hopping on a big playlist or, really blowing up on their kind of algorithm. Those other ones aren't super algorithm based. They're more so just pay based. So upload it to all of your platforms. Keep in mind that, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Google Music, Amazon Music, all of that will be through your distributor. So Lander's already going to handle all of those for me, but I'm just going to handle YouTube, I'm going to handle SoundCloud, and I'm going to handle Bandcamp. Most of the others, though, should be under your distribution. Now, once you've got the song up everywhere, you've registered it everywhere, you've registered the co-writers, the producers, credits, you've got everything finished and you're ready to really start promoting it. That's when I like to do my submission. So I'll submit to playlists, blogs, or influencers. I'll start sending the song out to friends who might want to do covers of it or, choreography to it or anything like that. This is kind of where the promotion starts. And typically, I go really, really basic with it. I don't spend thousands of dollars promoting my songs. Releasing as an artist to me is pretty fun and passive. I don't really care how the song does it, if I'm honest, but I still want it to, have a little bit of potential. So I always use Submithub. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about Submithub. I've used it in the past. Normally I'll spend like $100 per release, send it to a bunch of different people. And you can see right here, I normally get close to like 17, 18%. Some songs do about 20%. And I've had songs that, place like Clutch here, went to 29 different playlists. And I think Clutch is at like 60,000 on Spotify. So not super, super crazy. You can see right here, Ruin My Life is on 9 playlists. It got accepted by 21%. It's a less popular genre on Submithub, so I couldn't send it to that many. However, we'll kind of see how that number does. That's 9 playlists. Some of them are really, really big. That could really affect the song, especially for first week metrics. One that I will show you is 100 Ways right here. That only got on 13 playlists. However, that song ended up doing like 2.5 million streams, and they almost all came from a couple playlists that song originally got placed on. Same thing with Peace of Mind. This is at like 1.2 or 1.3 million. And again, it just got on a couple playlists. So, spent $60, got it on a few playlists, and then they've made me thousands of dollars now. So, you have to kind of have thick skin. You're going to get denied by more than you get accepted to. And it could be for a bunch of different reasons. So, sometimes they don't like the song. Sometimes they'll say that the song quality is not up to par. Sometimes it's just not the right genre. Sometimes they just don't have the right audience. It's fine. Just try it. It's super, super easy to submit. It takes like maybe 30 minutes to set everything up. You can pay like $50, send your song out to a bunch of people, and maybe you have something hit, maybe not. I'll also use one called Groover. So it's very, very similar to Submithub. You basically put your song in there, you select your genre, you do all of the stuff that you need to do, you send it to as many people as you want, you'll pay to whoever you send it to, and then again, they'll accept it, put it on their playlist or their YouTube channel or whatever, or they'll deny it and you don't get much. I do want to go ahead and shout out right here, Super Waves. I sent the song to them and they actually watched the YouTube channel. So shout out to them. I really, really appreciated that. That was like such a cool little thing for me. I've submitted to a bunch of playlists before. I don't release a lot as an artist. I mostly work as a producer full time and as a songwriter. And then I do the YouTube channel. So whenever I release stuff as an artist, it's really cool to see people that like the YouTube channel come over and support my work as an artist, or people that like my productions come over and support my work as an artist. So shout out to Supra. I really, really appreciated that. Try using Groover if you don't have a lot of luck with Submithub. I recommend just trying both because you never know what you're going to get. So we're going to use both of those. If you've released music in the past, what you can do is you can reach out to the people who have shared it in the past off of the platform, so you don't have to spend a bunch of money. If people have shared it in the past and you're in a similar genre, you have a really, really good chance of them sharing it again. Once you've done all of that, I recommend sending it to Spotify playlisting. One thing I will say is what I'm going to show you right here, Spotify for Artists, will only work if you've already released a song before. So whenever you released your first song, you're going to get a profile made for you on all of the platforms, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify. And once you do that, you need to claim your profile. So you can make a Spotify for Artists account, you can link it with that actual artist profile, and then here you can see all of your metrics. So, if we go to audience, I can see that this period, 40,000 monthly listeners, I've done like 110,000 streams. You can look at all of that fun stuff over here. If we go to 12 months, 220,000 listeners, 1.2 million streams. Then you can go to your music. You can see your upcoming right here. And what's really cool about Spotify is, this is why earlier I said release it 3 to 4 weeks ahead of time. They give you the opportunity to submit to their Spotify playlist. You don't pay anything for it. You have a really small chance of getting on it. I've never gotten on it as an artist. I've had a bunch of productions that I've done get on them. And if you can get on a Spotify playlist, it's going to bring in a ton of streams. So basically, you just have to hit your playlist pitch. I'll show you what mine looks like. So I've got a little canvas right here. And then if I go to my playlist pitch, you can just see that you select your region, you select your genre, you select any kind of instruments. It didn't let me put in a description for this one for some reason, but normally it will let you put in a description. And then, I have it releasing in 2 days. I'm filming this video on Wednesday, September 13th. It comes out today that the video releases, September 15th. So once the song is out, then you can kind of track where it does. You can kind of see if you're getting on playlists. Like right here, if I go to my playlisting, I get a lot from Discover Weekly, a lot from radio, top songs. Oh, apparently I have some from This Is Chase Atlantic, and then I have a lot from songs I'd want to get fucked to. So you can kind of see your metrics. You'll have a good time seeing some of the playlists that share your songs. Once you've done that, you've submitted to all of the people. You can send them out to other outlets if you want. A lot of the time, between Submithub, Groover, and Spotify, there's not many more to send to. So if you have other outlets, you can send them to those. Once you've done all of that, this is where I think you should actually start promoting your song to your audience. So I always think that around 10 days before your release is really when you should start trying to promote. More than that, unless it's like a big album or an EP, I think people get bored and they don't care about the song when it comes out. And less than that, I think that you might be leaving potential reach on the table. Here's a bunch of different kind of content ideas that you could have. You could have teasers, you could have announcements, you could have performance videos, you could have like in-studio behind-the-scenes videos, you could do giveaways, you could, do a call to action for a pre-save, you could do open verse challenges. So let me go show you what I did for this one. So for Ruin My Life, let me go ahead and uncheck these so we can see what's all going on. I did a loop video to kind of introduce people to the song. I put that up on September 1st. And then after that, I did an Instagram cover of a Black Bear song just to build some engagement, build some interaction. I didn't promote my own song. However, it is kind of putting it out to the world that I'm an artist, kind of gearing people up for a release. Once I did that, I did the official announcement. I did that with a FaceTime with Riley where we basically talked about him featuring on the song for the first time. And then I just used that to announce the song. I put that up on September 6th. So what is that? 9 days before the release. And then I did a performance video of the hook. I was actually supposed to do that September 8th. However, I got this fresh ass haircut. And so I got a little bit distracted and instead promoted my new mullet, but that's fine. Again, the more you post on Instagram, you're just kind of building your algorithm. At the end of the day, people don't really give a shit what you post as long as they like it. So it could be a picture of your haircut. It could be a studio video. It could be a lip sync video. People don't care. Give them something. You're going to expand your reach. My reach from just doing the content these past couple weeks has tripled on Instagram. Get consistent with your content before the actual release. That way, when you release a song, you've kind of already built up the algorithm to favor you. Once I did that, I did a performance reel on the 10th. That's when I actually did post one. That one did pretty well. That one did better than most of the rest of these. I did another performance video on September 12th. That one did kind of shitty, but it's fine. I don't really care. And then tomorrow, so September 14th, for me, I'll be posting a coming out tomorrow graphic where I can basically promote the song one last time before it's out. And then on the 15th, I'm going to be posting a reel to announce the song is out. And then to kind of promote the song release, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So if you go to my Instagram today, actually, it's just AustinHolt23. You'll be able to see that reel. I have a giveaway where I'm sharing friendship bracelets with people if they interact with the song and if they, share the post and share the song. It's just a fun little way to basically guarantee engagement. People are going to like it. People are going to comment. People are going to share it. And all of those little things can really, really improve your chance of, hitting the algorithm and getting on a discovery page or a For You page. There's no exact science to this. If you ever see some kind of ad or video or YouTube channel trying to basically guarantee this is how you should release a song, you should have this exact content on this exact day to hit, it's a lie. Honestly, this shit is all so random. You could have a song that you post one time, absolutely blow up and do 30 million streams on TikTok. You could have a song that you post 2 million times and nobody gives a shit about it, and so it never goes anywhere. It really is just about having a good song, having the right moment for that good song, And then, you know, maybe the algorithm will favor you and get it out there if you don't have a really, really, really big organic audience. So just keep that in mind. This is not an exact science. It's just what I do for my releases and what most of the artists that I produce for do with their releases. So once I've posted that the song is out on September 15th, I'm going to go ahead and post like the bracelet giveaway winners on September probably 17th or 18th. So either Sunday or Monday. This gives me a chance to, again, remind people that I just released a new song and to pick the winners to win some bracelets, so it kind of draws more attention to that giveaway. And then after that, I have some follow-up content, so I'll probably do a couple more lip syncs. I'm going to be posting an open verse challenge. I think we might be doing a mixing competition with the multi-tracks on this YouTube channel. So I like to try to have fun ways where I can basically keep talking about the song, but not just annoy people with lip syncs. So giveaways, open verse challenges, mixing competitions, remixing competitions. I have a couple remixes for this song from Ash Taylor and Crustacean that I'm going to be releasing. There's just a lot of small things that you can do to really talk about a release a shit ton without annoying people. Even a video like this where I don't, you know, I would love if you go stream the song, but that's not what this video is about. But using the song in content gives people a chance to at least be aware that you released a new song. So if you're watching this video, you know for a fact I released a song today. If you want to go check it out, cool. If not, that's also fine with me. However, if I didn't make this, maybe the however many thousand people watch this video wouldn't even know that I made a song today. That's what I'm saying. Get creative with your content. Not everything has to be a lip sync with the, you know, lyrics popping up. You can have fun with it. So that's everything that I would do to promote. I'll give you my one little last checklist and then we'll wrap this up. On the release day, you're going to want to update all of your social medias, your pics, your banners, your bios, everything like that. You're going to want to upload it to SoundCloud and YouTube, or at least make your uploads public. Like all of mine are private right now. You're going to post the release to all of your social media. So post it to your Instagram, your TikTok, your Reels, post it to your stories, whatever. Once you've done that, go ahead and reach out to all of the playlists or blogs or whatever that accepted your release. Just tell them, hey, the song's out. Here's all of the updated links if you need them. I really, really appreciate it. Ask them to tag you in it when they share it. That way you can promote their playlist as well. Playlist people love when you also mutually promote their stuff, because then they can use that to bring more people in for submissions later. So it's kind of symbiotic. If somebody's helping you out by putting your song on their playlist, help them out by sharing their playlist. It's courteous. Once you do that, you can make a landing page with Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and YouTube. You've probably seen these a lot. There's one that flashes up on the page. Lander actually makes one for you, but if it doesn't, there are a bunch of different companies that you can use. You can use Toned-In, you can use Linkfire, you can use Link in Bio. There's a bunch of them that you could use to make those little landing pages where people can just click their platform. If you have a mailing list, you can send out an announcement to your mailing list. And then other than that, I think just be active on socials that day. Comment people back, reply to people back. You know, repost things that people share. Really, the algorithm favors people who are active. So if you're commenting back, it does boost your post. So spend a little bit of time doing all of that on release day. If you want a blank template, again, I'm going to have the blank version of this available as a download below, so you can go check that out. There will also be the multi-tracks for Ruin My Life. So if you want to basically dissect the session, if you want to practice your mixing, if you want to see what all of my multi-tracks sound like raw, you can go download those as well with that same link in the description. It'll just take you to a gigantic freebies page that we have on our website. Other than that, if you want to go stream the song from me and Riley, go show the song some love. We really, really appreciate it. There will be a link in the description to listen to Ruin My Life. But yeah, that's it. That's all that goes into a release. Make sure you distribute it. Make sure that you register it. Make sure that you promote it. And then make sure that you just have all of those little platforms in place, because you never know which one the song could pop off on. You could have a YouTube video hit an algorithm and do millions of views, and then that relates to streams. You could have a playlist relate. You could have, you know, a TikTok pop off. You never know which your platform is going to be. So until you've secured a really, really, really big fan base on one platform that you want to give it your all to, I highly recommend just getting it out to as many as possible. It's something that I think is really important that a lot of people overlook. So hopefully this song helped you out. Make sure that you actually register your releases. Please, God, you're leaving so much money on the table if you don't. Other than that, that's going to do it for this video. Let us know what videos you want to see in the near future down below in the comments. We really, really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support our channel, again, you can head over to makepopmusic.com. We've got sample packs, preset packs, MIDI packs. We have a start to finish production course, and then all of the freebies that I talked about. That's all over there. That's going to do it for this video. I'll see you soon with much more content. Much love. Peace.